and gentlemen, just when you thought the 49ers were dead, they were done. They were curtains. It was over. After the Jaguars loss, it was a fluke because of a punt return. Kendrick Bourne dropped a ball, and he totally redeemed himself. Dumb and Dumber. We are the Millie Goats. I am AK, and I'm sweating, and my heart had been racing, and I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late, but holy smokes, what a game. What a game. Mac Jones, 49ers, 8.5-point underdogs, largest underdogs to win this year, 26-23. Stop the Rams on 4th and 1. Sean McVay with his freaking manicured beard and his little flippy hair thought he could go down there and bully the 49ers. And these young defenders for the San Francisco 49ers are growing up right before your eyes, holding the Rams to 23 points, jumping out to a 14-0 lead. Oh, we had Alfred Collins with the play of his life, punching the ball out from Kyron Williams at the goal line. Then you have Siegel, the rookie safety, coming up and stuffing Kyron Williams again on the 4th and 1. Holy moly. Where is everybody else that's supposed to be on the show right now? The group message got real quiet. Real quiet. Sorry, I'm yelling. I'm ecstatic right now. I cannot believe the 49. They had nobody. Nobody. They had no one. Mac Jones is playing. Kittle's out. Juwan Jennings is out. Pearsall's out. This is who else? Uter Gross Matos went out. We got nobody. The Rams. These are the Rams that went toe-to-toe with the Eagles. I mean, look, what is happening here? Kyle Shanahan, okay, so we'll go over all the stats and everything. I'm just so jacked up right now that the 49ers go into LA where the crowd was completely 60% 49ers at least. They go in there and they get up to a 17-7 lead at halftime. But Kyle Shanahan in the first freaking half, that was some of the great. He's got Kendrick Bourne, Demarcus Robinson, and Sky Moore out there playing receiver. It was, I don't know if you could ever coach a better game. Like, the 49ers can't run the freaking football at all. They cannot run the ball. They can't. They can't do it. Literally, they can't run the ball. So they're winning this game strictly knowing that they are going to have to throw the football. So what does Kyle Shanahan do? He goes out there with 23 personnel. He short motions. He sends McCaffrey here. He sends him there. Hey, so they line up in the power I. Then he shifts out, 23 personnel, spread them out, 2 linebackers on the guys outside of McCaffrey. Touchdown. Like it was wizardry. I mean, they got conservative late, but I think he pulled out all the tricks in the bag in the first half there to get up 17-7. Again, I am AK, known 49ers fan. If this is the first time you've ever listened to the show, thank you. And if it sounds like it's biased, it is. Our show, we all have our teams. I am the 49ers. Tex is the Cowboys. Butch is the Cowboys. J-Vi's the Bills. Dylon's the Vikings. Edge is Clemson. Andy's the Carolina Panthers. So thank you for listening. By the way, appreciate everybody who's listening to the podcast, but holy moly. I'm telling you, that's right. B. McCormick's here. You know B. McCormick's here. You know it. I mean, it's a Thursday night. We're not going to be on here too long. But man alive, we got every primetime game. You hear me patting this right here. We got the notebook, which is chock full. It is chock full of notes from this game because I am a 49ers fan. I had to start late because the game went into overtime. I'm watching baseball. I'm watching the 49ers play. But holy moly, Mac Jones. People are going to say there's a quarterback controversy. Mac Jones played first of all, Mac Jones, when he got sacked, Mac Jones is dramatic. He is absolutely dramatic. But what a road win. The 49ers are now 4-1, 3-0 in the division. In the division. In the NFC West, the 49ers are 3-0. Two of those are on the road. So the Rams and the Cardinals or the Seahawks have to come to San Francisco later in the year. You got to be kidding me with this win. This is, I don't even, if you're a Bengals fan, Joe Burrow's out. If you're I don't even know who else. Who another Cardinals. Anyways, if you're a Bengals fan and you're watching the 49ers play this game, and you're like, you've got to be kidding me. The Rams were supposed to be coordinated. They were the ones that were supposed to be in the NFC Championship. I mean, what a game. Mac Jones, we got to do something about your jersey and your pants and your underwear because you took a sack late there, and then everybody saw that I don't know, he's dramatic, but man, whoo. So before the game, he shows up in the Two-Face outfit. He's got the two-tone tux on. Demarcus Robinson revenge game because he came from the Rams. I mean, the 49ers are out there with the 2019 Chiefs wide receivers, for crying out loud. Matt Stafford's apparently his back's completely fine, herniated disc completely healed, no problem, laughing, yucking, talking trash. And then the 49ers had the crowd. So that's all stuff from before the game. But the opening kickoff return, what was it? What did I just – oh, yeah. I was talking about Shanahan and his play calling in the first quarter. This is going to go down. You're going to listen to all this stuff in the talk in the morning, but the bottom line is the 49ers knew they couldn't run the ball. I don't even know how much they ran for. McCaffrey had 57 rushing yards. I mean, that's terrible. But the opening kickoff, we're sitting here talking about the 49ers special teams, right? We're talking about the 49ers special teams, how bad they are. What do? They Cardi knuckleballs that kickoff on the first one, hit Sky Moore in the face, and pops straight up in the air, and I'm thinking, holy moly, we're dead. It's over. That's right. I just won my bet because I bet 49ers money line because those jabronis thought I wouldn't do it. You better believe I bet 49ers money line. Didn't even take the spread. Took them straight up. You better believe it. Let's go. So the first quarter, goodness gracious, I've lost all track of time. We had two penalties on the opening drive that set us back. The false start and the hold on the opening drive. So we're sitting here like, oh my gosh, face mask caved in by a bouncing kickoff. Then we got two penalties on the first drive. What happens? We go an 8-play, 72-yard drive to Tongi's touchdown, and that right there was a beautiful play call by Kyle Shanahan because the first touchdown they scored was from Jake Tongi's. And what they did is they had McCaffrey in the backfield and they motioned him to the left, and the middle backer shifts with McCaffrey. Well, here's Tongi's on the right side. Zippity zap, fastball, missile right into his chest, touchdown Niners. It was beautiful. Then the Rams, I think they only had 6 plays in the first quarter, if that, 6 plays. And the 49ers by halftime were just, then the 49ers into the second quarter. That's, by the way, the 49ers haven't allowed any points in the first quarter for 5 consecutive quarters or 5 consecutive games or something. It's the best that's ever been done since the 2015 Broncos. It's crazy. What was I going to say? Yeah, the Rams had 6 plays. And then in the second quarter, that's when they went. The second quarter, the 49ers go on a 17-play, 91-yard, 8-minute drive. That's the one where they had they started off in the power I double tights. They had 23 personnel on the field. Boom. They shift McCaffrey out. There's 2 backers out there. That backer doesn't stand a chance. Out route or a flat route, pylon, hammer time. Hit your nose on the pylon, Christian McCaffrey. This is the Christian McCaffrey game. He touched the ball 70 times, I'm pretty sure. So then I lost my spot. Then we had on the next drive, Blake Corum. He had a fumble, so that didn't really amount to anything. But Blake Corum had a fumble. Then I see this commercial in the second quarter about these Oakley Meta glasses where they've got cameras and all kinds of weird stuff. They look like snow goggles. Snow goggles. Don't show that to Deion Dawkins in Buffalo. He'll probably sue you, Oakley. But I don't know what they're trying to do with those. But anyways, that was just a note that I wrote down. And then, Kendrick Bourne. So we're up 14-0 in the second. Kendrick Bourne has another huge third down drop. And then the Rams go on their 8-play, 85-yard drive to get it to 14-7. And in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, holy cow, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Kendrick Bourne dropped a third down pass last week against the Jags. Very next play, punt return, touchdown, game completely flipped. But yeah, so I'm sitting here thinking that's not a good omen. There's no way we can come back from that. All he had to do was catch that. Then we're up maybe 17 or 21 to nothing going into half. But then we had the big, Mac Jones gets him into field goal position. Eddie Pinheiro, 37-yarder, boom, we're up 17-7 at the half. And in the third quarter, there wasn't really much going on from the Niners standpoint. We had a 20-yard field goal. They couldn't convert in the red zone. That was, oh my gosh, that was so. We had the penalty there, or the play of the game there was, the 49ers get in the red zone in the third quarter in the 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And then there's that hit on Mac Jones where we don't know if Mac Jones his leg is broken, if his leg is falling off, because the guy's over there, rolling around. You can see him. He's almost puking every time he gets hit. Blah, 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 blah. Mac, turns out he was just cramping because he's over there on the sideline just crushing what are those things called? Electrolyte gummies or whatever. I mean, he's just eating them like they're nerds gummy rope clusters. Like, it was unbelievable. Mac Jones out there. I mean, his jersey was I think he wears a breakaway jersey on purpose. Like, that thing is paper thin. It looks like it's gonna rip. His pants don't fit. I mean, he looks like the most unassuming football player you've ever seen in your life. But anyways, Mac Jones, we get down into the red zone in the third quarter, and we get smoked. We try to run it twice, once with Chris McCaffrey, one with Juszczyk, both get stonewalled. Then Mac Jones gets landed on, which what some people are saying should have been roughing the. I don't care about that. Whatever. It's football, dude. What is he supposed to do? Not land on him? Who knows? But anyways. And so they didn't get that. Then Pinheiro hits the field goal. So we're up 20-7 there. Niners are up 20-7. And the 49ers at that point were 5 of 11 on third down and 3 for 3 on fourth down. So Kyle Shanahan was he was doing the Stan Mars, put your cojones in the wheelbarrow and walk down the streets of Denver. And then the Rams have their 7-play, 69-yard drive touchdown to Puka. That was a weird little play. It was like a bunch right, and Stafford, as soon as he got it, just threw it to a spot, and Puka like dove underneath two of his other. The Rams are so good at that freaking rub routes and free releases and quote unquote pick plays and things like that. They run those better than anybody. Puka Nacua is a freaking monster. There is a bad running back day for the Rams because Corum was dropping balls, Kyron Williams was dropping balls. They both were fumbling. And then in the fourth quarter, the Rams go on a 9-play, 88-yard drive, another touchdown pass to Kyron Williams. That was one where earlier in that series. Siegel, who's freaking phenomenal. That guy was flying around everywhere. He got burned a couple of times, but I like Siegel. Again, he's young. Siegel is young, the safety for the 49ers. But the 49ers, that ball went right through Siegel's hands for the first time. Matt Stafford should have been picked off. And on that drive, they blocked the PAT, but the 49ers, they didn't get any pressure all night. Till the very end, they got a little pressure. Like I said, you've got Michael Williams, you got Alfred Collins. Those guys are rookies that they drafted. So they're still learning how to play in the NFL. But I mean, we had another drop pick on the next drive for the Rams. And then I can't remember what I wrote down. Mac bailed out. Oh, Mac almost threw an interception that got tipped, and it could have been picked off by Cameron Curl over the middle. But then Eddie Pinheiro hits the 59-yarder. That was a 12-play 50 because we were backed up. The 49ers were backed up on their own 1-yard line. And it was a 57-yard drive to get out there to get that field goal. So that was a baller play. And then on the final drive, there was the fourth quarter where Kyron Williams fumbles. Just before that, Michael Williams got called for illegal hands to the face, and his hands weren't in the face. It showed it clearly in the review. He just stuck that dude. Like, come on. And then he fumbles, and that was the rookie that the 49ers had drafted, the defensive tackle from Texas. And it was, oh my gosh, when he popped that ball out. I mean, that was a complete disaster because then they ended up getting back into field goal range, but that probably saved the game. I mean, that right there saved the freaking. I mean, what a game! What a game! And then in overtime, the coin toss was a complete disaster because the Rams and Matt Stafford and all of his infinite wisdom tried to defer. I mean, come on, you can't do that. And then they had to figure out who was doing what. And then Joshua Carty gets a short kick out of the landing zone. So the 49ers start at the 40. And that's where we got the Mac Jones gets sacked, and we could see how terrible his uniform is with the underwear and the back pads and all that stuff. But yeah. So just what a game. What a game. I just so fired up. And then that 4th and 1 stop. Like, they hit the big play to Tutu Atwell down the sideline. Siegel gets burned because we can't get any pressure. So Matt Stafford can roll. You know, he can take a Sunday stroll on his bootleg and throw it all the way across his body because we can't get anybody near the quarterback. The 49ers can. He hits Tutu Atwell for another big play. And here you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're gonna Indianapolis Colts us. Nope. Sean McVay thinks he's big Stan Marsh with his wheelbarrow full of cojones. And here comes Siegel. Here comes Fred Warner, who blows it up. And then Siegel finishes it off. And boom, 4th and 1 stopped. Grit. That's a gritty win. That's a Robert Saleh defense win. Hand that man the game ball. Hand the defense the game ball, because when they needed to, the Rams wanted to play bully ball. And this is what the 49ers used to do, the Rams, back whenever it used to be the Niners had beaten them like 8 times in a row. The 49ers would just line up and just maul the Los Angeles Rams. And that little play at the very end right there is a little turning of the tide, because the Rams had won 3 in a row, and the 49ers have taken the bully ball back. So it now begins a new streak of the 49ers playing bully ball with the Rams. No questions. But that's all the scoring drives. That's how kind of the game flow went. I mean, what people are going to say, there's going to be a controversy in quarterback. There's no controversy. Mac Jones, like, some teams wish they had Mac Jones. I could bet you that. Like I said, the Bengals are watching this game. The Browns are watching this game being like, holy smokes. The Raiders, right? I mean, watching this. The Panthers watching this game like, man, I wish we had that problem where we had 2 quarterbacks that could come in there and play the game. But this is Brock Purdy's team. No doubt about it. Don't even worry about it. There's no discussion. And look at this win percentage. Golly, that 4th and 1 goal line stop. I'm surprised I didn't wake up my entire house. Kyron Williams off the right tackle for no gain. Look at it right there on the screen. Look at the win percentage. Look at that. Right there. The Rams had an 80% chance to win with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter at the San Francisco 11. Then they fumbled. The Rams still had a chance to win in overtime. But the 49ers, what a team. The 49ers had 1 sack. Hey, don't you, Mac Jones looked like QB1 tonight and last week. He didn't play last week, man. He didn't play last week. Stupid call to go for it in OT. Hey, TJ, look, this rivalry has been about the 49ers being bully ball for the last 5 years. And the Rams thought they were now the bullies on the block because they had won 3 in a row. Okay. And the 49ers assured them tonight, Sean McVay was feeling himself. He thought his team was the bullies. He forgot Fred Warner was on the other side of that football. And Fred Warner made an absolute mockery of the right guard on that play, the 4th and 1. And then Siegel cleans it up. So the bullies are still in San Francisco for the 49ers. The Rams, hey, they're not those guys, pal. They're not those guys. Now, granted, the 49ers can't run the damn ball worth a slap lick, nothing, which is just so hard to watch nowadays. Because it used to be just line up and just pound people in the face. But anywho, oh, what a game. What a game. Let's look at the box score here. I mean, Mac Jones, 33 of 49, 100.9 rating, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Matt Stafford. I agree with TJ says I agree with bully ball, but Stafford was hot. Take a field goal and see where it goes. Hey, I know Stafford was hot, but they think they're the bullies. I'm telling you, People think that that was the Kyle Shanahan used to just run the ball 90 times. And that's a pride thing. You're right. I mean, Sean McVay should have thrown the ball. He should have let Stafford cook. But again, they want to be the bully. Sean McVay does not like the fact that Kyle Shanahan is the bully. And he is in the 49ers. So Matt Stafford, 389, 3 touchdowns, 111 rating. All for nothing. Should have had 2 picks that were dropped by the 49ers. Should have had that guy gets away with more picks dropped than anybody I've ever seen in the league. Got to. So McCaffrey had 57 yards. Kyron Williams had 65 yards on 14 carries. Devontae Adams was the leading receiver for the Rams with 88 yards. And Kendrick Bourne, man, I was so tough on Kendrick Bourne whenever he dropped that first third down pass. He dropped 2 balls today. But him and Mac Jones go back to New England. People forget. When Mac was a rookie, Kendrick Bourne was his go-to guy before he blew his ACL out. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're getting Kendrick Bourne reps before Ayuk comes back, before Pearsall, before Jennings. Now you're going to have a full set, 4 wide receivers when the Niners get all healthy. And you're just going to be able to the problem for the 49ers is they've got to be able to run the ball at some point. That's the issue. Shout out to Jake Tonjes, too, the tight end, 7 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Kyle Shanahan loves him some tight ends. But Siegel and Fred Warner were all over the place. And that linebacker for the Rams, number 53, Landman, he was a player too. He had 14 tackles. That guy was an animal. And people are giving Upton Stout. He's a rookie too. Siegel's a rookie. Michael Williams is a rookie. I mean, D. Winters is a first-year starter. Like, the 49ers have all these young defensive pieces, and they're giving up. Look, man, it took the Rams overtime, right? It took 23 points. Okay, the 49ers defense has given up 23 points, 19 points to the Jags. Like, the 49ers defense, because I don't count the punt return. That wasn't a defensive touchdown. But the 49ers, this defense, now that Robert Saleh's back, they're closing, man. Last year, the 49ers had no idea. They would be up by 10, and then they'd lose the game. They couldn't close it out. So the 49ers have given up 13 to the Seahawks, 21 to the Saints, 15 to the Cardinals, and 19 to the Jags because that punt return, and then 23 to the Rams. They're giving up less than 20 points a game. That defense, with Robert Saleh, I'm telling you, whew, it's back. And these young guys are only going to get better. They're only going to get better. This is great. This defense is about to be nasty. And we don't even have our best player. And if they trade for somebody like Hendrickson or Brian Burns, they got to get somebody to get pressure. They cannot keep doing this without. They'll get cooked against good quarterbacks if they can't get pressure. But anyways, let's take a look at the team stats and get out of here. I gotta go to bed. So first downs dead even, 27 and 27. Third down efficiency, 7 of 18 for the Niners, 4 of 10 for the Rams. Fourth downs, the Niners were 3 for 3. The Rams were 2 for 3. They missed that last one, buddy. 83 total plays for the Niners, 64 for the Rams. 407 total yards for the Niners, 456 for the Rams. 11 drives and 10 drives. Yards per play, the Rams had 7.1 yards per play, 4.9 for the Niners. Passing yards, 333 for Jones, 378 for the Rams. Rushing, neither team even got close to 100 yards. And penalties, 8 for the 49ers for 44 yards, 5 of 36 for the Rams. And the turnovers, man. And the Niners had the ball for 40 minutes and 4 seconds. The Rams had it for 26-20. The Niners ran so many more plays. They had the ball for long. Like, that was we're still going to step on your throat game. Like, that's what that was. But the 2 turnovers, the fumbles, the one by Corum and the one by Kyron Williams, like, that just shows you the margin of error. If you turn the ball over in the NFL, it happened to the Niners last week. You turn the ball over in the NFL, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So don't turn the ball over. I don't care what you think. This team is 4-1. They're 4-1. The 49ers are 4-1. The Rams are 3-2. Say whatever you want about that. Without their stars, they're 4-1. That's coaching, man. That's coaching. Look at Stafford. Look how sad he is. In your face, dude. Who cares if you have a Dodgers hat on? Nobody cares. Love it. Anyways, I don't even know where I need to go from that. I don't have anything else. I need to go to bed. What a win, man. What a win. Telling you right now. That was beautiful. It was beautiful. I don't know what else to say. Nobody has said anything in the group message since, and that's just a great, great sign, ladies and gentlemen. Great sign that they know what's coming. Everybody knows what's coming. I told you last night whenever we were recording our show, I told you, I said, look, if the 49ers win, I'm going to be 100% insufferable. And everybody, all they're going to say, well, there's a quarterback controversy. Hey, it's the San Francisco 49ers, about the name on the front, not the name on the back. Everybody knows that. It takes an entire team, and these wins like this for the 49ers, it's only going to make them better. It's only going to make them better later in the year. Are we in the Super Bowl conversation? I think we have to be now. People had the Rams up there. The Rams were at home playing Mac Jones, and they lost with Matt Stafford having the game of his life. He hasn't played that well in like 10 years. Incredible. I'm out of here. Oh, Matt Stafford, big time Matt. Oh, yeah. Look at that, dude. The Niners, Kyle Shanahan. 3 of 3 on fourth downs. Let's go. Game over. 49ers 4-1. I'm going to be insufferable for the next week. Sufferable. Let's go. All right. Follow us on all the social medias. If you're listening to the podcast, subscribe, rate, review the podcast. Leave a little review, leave a rating. Go to Apple Podcasts, do that for us. We're on the way up. I can see that we see the numbers going up. So everybody who supports us, thank you. We're trying to do more. We're going to do another college football pick'em tomorrow night. We'll do an NFL pick'em with J Bones on Saturday night. Then we'll have our regular show Sunday. We'll recap on Monday. We're going almost every night of the week during football season. It is spectacular. I wouldn't have it any other way, especially you get on here and yell about your team winning, because that's what sports are all about. Let's go Niners, baby. I got the Niners hat on. This thing's like 30 years old. Anywho, have a great Friday, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night back here for the college football pick'em. B. McCormick will be here.